I think it's important that, first of all, we need to start understanding each other. We need to communicate with one another. What I think may be of greater significance may not be that to someone else. So we have to come to common grounds, and we need to start talking to one another and share our values. But we need to do it without, sometimes as my kids were growing up, I used to tell them, you don't need to scream at each other to communicate with each other and to be able to understand each other. If you don't tell me how you feel, how do you expect me to understand you? I think it's important that because of there's so many things going on in our community right now, that we really need to make an effort to talk to one another and share our values and participate in organizations and see what's available for us to make a difference. I always say, if you put one grain of rice in a cup, eventually it'll get filled up, and the more people that come to put that grain of salt or that grain of rice, the faster it gets filled. But we really need, and I don't think we're doing it enough. And this goes for myself and other people. We need to be out there. We need to celebrate each other's holidays. We need to celebrate each other's accomplishments, whether yours or mine. But we need to celebrate, and we need to work together. Otherwise, we're going to be a community within the community that is separated from each other and never will come to understand one another. We have a rich and diverse population, and I'm for one. As a former coordinator of student activities, I worked at the Passaic County Community College with different populations, and I find it interesting and beautiful to learn that we have a lot more in common than we do than what we don't have. And until we take the time to understand one another and work with one another and share our thoughts and our concerns, we'll continue to have the same problems as we have now. So, I challenge people to go out there and communicate and work and help your fellow neighbor. And I think one thing that in all the organizations that I participate in does is just that. It tries to help your neighbor.